tell- and tell us how to add sound to our video. One lady, please. One lady, please. Jumwa, Favor, Vivian, Treasure, Goodness, Masinachi. Okay. All right. Since the ladies are not ready tonight to defend themselves, with our favorite emoji in the chat box, let's welcome our trainer, Odobuke King David Obielu. Let's welcome him as he takes over tonight. Odobuke, over to you. You are welcome, sir. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Sunday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy weekend, guys. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah. Friday to shy, Friday to have um, a lot of enjoyment and all right. I don't know. I'm outside today's class. I'll be doing it outside, so possibly you could be hearing some background noise, but I'll try as much as possible to keep it clear and clean. First of all, if you know that I did not do the assignments, please come to the comment section and tell me you did not do it. Just come and report yourself now first. Please, fast, fast. If you know that you did not do that assignment, come and just write on the chat box and say, I did not do it. I did not do it. I know all of you. I watched all the videos. If you know that you did not do your assignment, just come and tell me you did not do it before we proceed. Okay, everybody don't pipe low now. Nobody wants to agree that I did not do it. Thank God that the names are there. So I will know those that didn't do and those that did. So basically I want to thank everybody who has been through this class up to this moment. 2 weeks is not beans, 2 weeks is not 2 days, 2 weeks is not 2 hours, 2 weeks is not um, 2 minutes, right? It's been a journey. It's been a journey for this time, and I want to encourage us, right? I want to encourage us. It's not easy to have a learning process this way, to stay true and also be involved in what we are doing, right? So I want to encourage us. It's a 3 months journey, and I want to see everybody who has been there, who has been here for the longest time. So just know that we are in track, right? Or we are on track rather. We are making progress. At least by the end of today, we must have spent 20,160 minutes, right? Learning, practicing, researching, video editing, and I'm really impressed by the. I'm really impressed by the people who submitted their assignments. Like I am truly, truly impressed. I am seeing a lot of performances. I'm already seeing people who would, make it through to the final stage and get selected afterwards. So I want to encourage us, right? I want to encourage us to keep our heads, you know, down and learn. Keep our heads down and learn. It's not going to be easy, oh, honestly. This particular stage now, there are some things we are tolerating because okay, it's still the first stage. We are still moving, but there are stages we'll get to, right? It's going to be extremely extreme. So I want to encourage us. It's not going to be a bed of roses. So on that note, um, I want to ask a question. So how many of us, first of all, let me start with this because we'll just have to wrap up and enter what we have to do today. How many of us had challenges with the assignments, and what are the challenges we had during the assignments or doing the assignments or during the assignments? Anyone you understand? What was the major challenge? I saw some persons who came to my DM, right, and I also had to guide them towards what they need to do and how they need to do it. So, how many of us here, or what was the Kelechuku said he did a very big problem. Okay, who else? Who else had a very big problem like Kelechuku? Who else had a very big problem? Who else had a very big problem like Kelechuku? Please talk now because a kind of we'll do a kind of what do you call it? Review of the assignments quickly. Paul, you did? Okay, Paul had a problem too. Who else did? Plenty problem. Vivian. Wow. So I want to know. Um, it was tough. Ah, Treasure. You say it was tough. Wahala. Yeah, Mary Jane. Tough. Okay. Oh. So it's very funny how that was tough, but I mean, Mary Jane, you too. Mogalo Paul said he later corrected himself. Victory, you did. So let me know, right? Quickly. Let's start with Kenechuku. Kenechuku, can you unmute and say what the challenge you had specifically was? Can you just unmute and briefly tell us what was the specific challenge you had, right? If you can hear me, Kenechuku, just unmute in like 30 seconds.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you hear me, sir?
Of course, I can hear you.
Okay. The challenge I had majorly was in adding the pictures to the video. And also, I noticed that some features that you sent to us to use for the editing, some of them you need to buy them. You need to pay before you can be able to use them. I later managed to use some of the other features that I cannot be able to pay. Like I won't pay to be able to use them. That was how I succeeded doing something at the end of the day. But I noticed that some features there you need to pay before you can be able to use it. And another problem is adding the pictures, how to match the pictures to the video so it can suit the sound that we'll get at the end of the video. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Paul, over to you. What was the challenge? Paul, unmute and speak, please.
Okay, good evening, all.
Good evening, Paul.
Okay, the same experience I had with that of the first person that spoke. Okay, I know being the first time, and most times you know that online training is somehow you may be following though at the first stage, but when you are asked to do that thing that you learn or you learned, that will be another wahala on its own side because I find it very difficult to do all those things. It got to a point I decided to give up. But I said to myself, I will never, we die here. Since I have dedicated my time and everything to do this project, I must see to the end. So I was able to correct myself and most based on what the first speaker said. some features that you need to pay. Although I was able to capture all those things, but it seems that doing to export the project, I was told to pay. I was like, for where? So that's why that's when I decided to chat you up privately, and you gave me some guidelines on how to go about it. So that's it. But I was able to correct myself, and I was able to give out something meaningful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Paul, for um, getting through to that stage. Um, Vivian, please unmute and speak. You say you had plenty problem.
Yes, I had. Good evening, sir.
All right, good evening,
So,
dear.
so at first, after writing and adding the pictures, I will notice that my right top will be the last thing I will see. I'll start seeing my pictures first before the right top. Before I later reached out to Treasure, the time I saw when she submitted hers. Then, secondly, I noticed that after the sound, the time I later got corrected by her. After the sound, in my own Mimi project, I noticed that it takes a little while before my picture starts popping up. Unlike yours comes immediately with the sound. I don't understand. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to explain, sir.
Yeah, I understand.
Yours,
I understand.
like yours, is perfect. It's beautiful. My notice. I've been playing it since I submitted it. I will
Check.
notice that my sound before the pictures will start popping up, it will take a little while before it will start popping up. That's the problem, the challenges I had, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Vivian. Right? Yes. So, Treasure, let's hear from you, Treasure. Treasure, are you with
Good
us?
evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, there.
So where I had issue was while I was trying to add the pictures. So when I added the picture, I actually used overlay, but
Mm,
I noticed that the picture there was no sun under the pictures
mm,
after placing the pictures.
mm,
So that was where I had my major issue. I even had to go and extract the sand from the video and place it there. And it wasn't the way I wanted it. Till I got help from someone. That was how I was able to finish up with it.
The person you got help from was the person in this class.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Treasure. Mary J, let's hear from you, please, quickly. Mary Jane, where are you? Has she slept? Okay, let's hear from Victory. Victory, if you're on the call, please unmute and speak.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
The problem I encountered while doing mine was with the fonts.
The
Like
fonts.
those, yes, those sizes you gave for the fonts, I couldn't find where to, like, I was just using the, should I call it crop to adjust the fonts. There was no way I could maybe go somewhere and and pick a particular font size. Like, you gave us specific font size that we were to use for each of the write-up, like each of the texts. But I could not find a place where I could just go and pick a particular font size. I had to be adjusting them by myself.
Okay. All right. Noted. Mary Jane, are you on the call? If you're on the call, please unmute and speak. What was the challenge? Mary Jane, if you're on the call, please unmute and speak. Okay. Mary Jane is not here, so we are going to proceed, right? We're going to proceed. Okay, so let me do a quick I'll be doing a quick correction correction on that particular assignment so that we would be abreast with what we did, right? Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen, and I'll be sharing my screen, and we'll also be learning from that other side. Okay, Miracle, can you unmute and speak quickly? Let me get your feedback. What was the challenge, Miracle? What was the challenge?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Um, my challenge was trying to export the video. It was very difficult because when I tried, they would tell me that I'm using the standard version. I think they were asking me to. At some point, I had to click on the free trial. That was where I was able to put in my card details, and then I was able to export the video. And also, like she said, I had to also extract the sound from one of the videos, like the one for the pictures. I had to extract it and then now have to put it to the pictures. I don't know if it actually came out really nice, but that was how I had to solve that particular problem.
So, how did you export?
I had to register the free trial. I had to put my card details. I clicked on the trials, like the payment. They will tell you that you have like 1 week free trial. So I clicked on it, put in my few details, and then they allowed me to actually export.
Okay. Okay. Oh God, I have challenge too. Okay, thank you, Miracle. Oh God, please let's hear it quickly so that I can proceed to this part.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, dear.
So, my challenge was the place where we add the words, like the 6 tools you need for editing with, you need to edit with. My problem here is the space after the first word, I mean, the lines. How do we, I mean, you just put in, um, like, I have problem in the placing of from the first row to the second row to the third row. That was
Oh,
where my challenge was. I don't, because if you look at my own video, you see that the spaces are not the same sizes. So I have problem there. Also, putting in the words were a bit difficult for me. Although I tried, but then I didn't know how I did it, but I just did it.
okay. You didn't know how you did, but you just did it.
I
Wow,
just did
nice,
it.
nice. Okay. Is it Emmanuel? You want to ask a question? Quickly ask a question, please.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good
I
evening.
want to ask, while editing, I didn't know whether I wanted to ask those pictures that we added, those 6 pictures, because I was wondering whether it was, whether the, because I know that the video was meant to be 11 seconds, and initially what I did was to add the picture as a. Okay, let me just ask it. Was the picture added as an overlay, or was it that the video was cut out to create space for those pictures as part of, because I had to do my own. The initial one I did was more than 11 seconds when I added the picture as a as part of as a video. Then when I saw that the time was not meeting up, I then thought maybe it's because I needed to shorten the. In short, I went through a long process. But eventually, how I finally was, I
How how you finally did what? Okay, is it Emmanuel? I got your question basically, so I would answer all that. So I want to ask if you can see my screen, please give me your best emojis. Let me confirm. Quickly. If you can see my screen, please send me your best emojis on the chat box. Okay. I'm just seeing one person, three persons, four. Okay. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. All right, sharp. Right. Perfect. So the first thing I did here was to give an instruction, right? So the instruction said, trust. Good evening, everyone. Trust our week is going well. Below is our first mini project, and deadline for submission is Friday, 12 p.m. Right? Note: you are at liberty to choose your own video or use the one provided here. Secondly, you can also use the pictures provided or you choose yours. Thirdly, you must use the sound and follow the beats used while creating your own. Then, thirdly, the last one rather, for the typography used, you can play around with it, but follow the sizes for each font as shown in the video. This means you can choose your own fonts, but you must use the size dimensions provided below. And I went down to give sample videos. I sent the materials, the one that had the video itself and the one that had the video with my own, right? So what I did. And I also sent the pictures I used, right? And then I had to, send the materials and guideline for this particular project. The font size I used and the animation that I used, right? And some persons asked, I had to clarify too. And I had to also send this thing back. So let me explain something, right? First of all, it's very necessary that we follow instructions. Once you're given a project, always ask questions. If you don't understand any part, always get clarifications, right? It will help you to limit the mistakes and the hiccups you would have getting through with that project, right? So it's necessary that we ask questions, very necessary. It's also necessary that we follow guidelines, right? Follow guidelines. I gave an instruction and also gave a guide. I could have just left everybody, right, to just, but I gave a guide so that it would be much easier, right, for us to just, it's just like I gave a question, I also give an expo. Do you get? So this is how it is for subsequent projects, right? During courses like this, I don't think would have the luxury of time, or the tutor have the luxury of time to give materials used to teach these things or used to do this particular project. The reason is because they believe that you all understood and you all were in the class, right? And this is to some of us whom misses class, or because of network issue and other, right, they miss some classes. It's also necessary that we have our sorry it's also necessary that we have our sorry it's also necessary that we have our people guide us, right? It's also necessary that we have people who can guide us through those things. It's not necessary that we have people who can guide us through those things, right? That is why we make friends during classes. And I am encouraged that, okay, some of us who were not in the class were able to, or who didn't understand, were able to ask other persons in the class how they went through it. So, but basically and generally, this was a very simple assignment, and I'll go through with it and we understand how it works. So everybody pay attention. Every question you've asked, the reason I gave everybody opportunity to ask questions and actually give me a feedback was because I wanted to know the basic challenge, right? Personalized challenges and general challenges, right? So I would clear all those things in the course of reviewing the assignment. And let me start from the fact that CapCut is a paid app. I remember one of the classes I said if you guys can come together, right, and pay for login. Thank God that we are in one group. You guys pay for login. It's a shared account. It has about just 9 logins for some plans. Some plans can use the mobile and the desktop version. Wow, what's happening? It can use the mobile and web version, while some can use just the mobile version. So it depends on the one you want to pay for, right? Depends on the one you want to pay for. Sorry about that. Whenever I allow my phone to go off, it goes off. So we can pay for that. So it's very simple, right? So let's do the needful. So let's pay attention, right? Because at the end of the day, projects will be going on like this, and we just have to just drop the project sample and we figure it out, because we always teach this in class, right? Everything that we're given in that project was taught in class, so it is very necessary that we also, pay attention and see to it that okay, at the end of the day, we have a kind of clear path on what to do and how to do it. So that is basically that for that. So let me start up the project. Now, mind you, I'm using a pro version, so of course I can exercise every single feature I have in the account. My account is paid for both for my laptop and for my phone. But that doesn't mean that as somebody who is starting to use CapCut, you can't export or you can't do some things. The only thing is that it should be limited for a particular number of times, right? And when you put your card, you can cancel at any time before the billing date. You can cancel before the billing date and start over again. So it depends on what you want to do. So let's start with the project. So I click on new project. I go to, I have my save file. I had to create a particular folder for that, right? And then I import these two just for importation sake. I add them, then I check. This is the one that was completed. Right? This is what was completed. Second, I'm freaking it out. Cause I'm watching, trying to touch it. I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this one because that's not what I want to use. So I'll take this one off. So this is the Second, I'm freaking it out. Cause I'm watching, trying to touch it. I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. Okay, so that's basically what I'll be using, right? So now I go to my photos. I import the photos I want to use for this thing in no particular order, right? In no particular order. I'll just import it. Now, because this is the video I want to use, but I want to use the sound, what do? I click on the sound, right? And I go to extract audio. I extract my audio. Now I taught us how to look at the sound. I taught us how to use sound wave to monitor bits of a video. So when I expand this, I'm seeing the sound wave under my audio, and this is telling me where a chord is being struck hard or a beat is being struck hard. So when I play it again, second, I'm freaking it out. I'm watching, trying to touch it. I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. Right, so I already know that okay, by the time I'm on the second, I'm freaking it out. I'm watching, trying to touch it. I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. So at this point, I'm already having a sharp cut, right? At this point, I'm already having a sharp cut. So what I do is that I come to this audio, right? Sorry, to the video, and I split the video and I delete this part, the right part, right? Watch, oh, I delete the right part now. Because I've deleted the right part, I now have my so this is the first chalk here. Just to confirm again, I move it. So I move this thing down to that part where it strikes first, which is this particular wave. This particular wave here. This is where it strikes first. Right? So I'll play it again just to be sure. So I know that I'm having about 5 strikes. So this is so about 6 strikes. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Here's number 2, right? Here's number 3. Here's number 4. Here's number 5, and here's number 6, right? Because of this sound stuff I'm seeing here. If that sound were to be here, right? If I was still having that sound, just imagine that the sound was here, right? Let me do recover audio. Let me recover the audio here. Now I've recovered the audio. I can't see that sound, right? I can't see, but the truth is that I would see it because I'm already a professional, so I already know when a beat is being struck, even without extracting the audio, right? But this was something I taught in class. I say, okay, for clarity's sake, extract your audio so that it can be seen what you're doing clearly. It doesn't leave the timeline. Just be sure that you can keep it such a way, or you can manage it such a way that it will not, it will not go off, right? Because if it goes off, of course, it has gone out. So it is something that we need to also take, cognizance of whenever we are editing a video. So now it's here. You see, I cannot see it, right? But it will play. So you know that this place now is coming with that dun 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 dun. So let me go back to bringing it out. So this is the audio, right? Remember what I did first? I put the video I wanted, extracted the audio. Now at the point where I wanted that chord, that high beat, I had to cut it out. I'm not cutting the audio. The audio is still there with me. What I just cut was the video part, right? And I could cut this because I had already removed the audio, right? And I can cut the part I don't need and keep the part I need. So now I want this to show here. This is the first beat, one. Second one comes here. The third one is here. The fourth one is here. The fifth one is here. The sixth one is here. So, but now I have 6 photos, right? So what do I do? When I come here, I strike on this one, right? And I click on split, and I delete this part, this right part. Now I don't need it. I delete it. Now this one has automatically come here. So now this is my second beat. This is my third beat. For third beat, I don't want this picture on the third beat, right? So I take it off. The other picture has already come. Immediately I take it off. This is the next beat. I click on it, split, click on split, and I take this side off again, right? It goes off. Same with this one. I come here, cut it. Same with this one. I come here, cut it. Then the last one, I cut it on this edge so that it will just be at the last part of the video, right? Just cut it here. I delete it. So when I do that, because I want it to be on the same level with this video here, I just bring this one forward like this while I fade. Okay, this one is already faded, sir. So this one's already faded, right? So it's just there. So when I play the video, I will get this. you see, just this, I've already gotten right my beats. I've already gotten what I want for that sequence. Just looking at this thing, then I'll just go and double check again, right? If there are some that are not really aligned, I'll just go back. Like this one now should be brought forward a little bit because the chord is here, the strike is here in this peak. So anything from here goes. This one too, the chord is here, so this one is there. This one is okay. This one I have to just shift a little bit forward, right? Then this one, so it will definitely affect this length. So I'll just come back here and move this one to my left so that it will be at the same level with these guys. I'll say confirm again. Okay, this one's supposed to be here, right? So it stays on the same line with this one, right? And that is this. This is just for the beats. So now let's go to the adding of the text, right? Now because I want to have my what do we call it? Because I want to have my guideline handy, right? What I do is that at the end of this clip, I import the main clip that is like my guide. So I go back and I add the other step. Why I'm adding is not because I will use this in the video. I will still delete it later, but I'm using it as a guide. I know, okay, number 6 came first, 2 came second, you came third. So I'll come back here. And remember, I saw some persons that did amazing work too. They brought all of them at the same time. That is perfect. I saw some people who brought in their own differently. But the reason this thing comes this way is to keep retention. If I had put all of them at once in the first video, somebody will just see everything and they'll be waiting for you to show the next thing. And because you've not shown the next thing, they'll just swipe. So this thing particularly gave a retention game here. So as you are playing it, you'll be seeing that, oh, okay, what's the next thing? So you'll be anticipating something. Immediately you are done anticipating, this one should now start playing, right? This one, so it keeps that whole energy high. And now notice that in these particular clips, the pictures are not on the borders. The pictures are slightly inside the frame. So I need to make sure that the pictures close up on the frame. If you check, there are black lines at the border, at the black spaces at the border. So what do? I zoom in with pinching with my two hands. I click on this one. I click and expand till it fills the screen. I'm good to go with this one. This one, I pinch till it fills the screen. So, right. This one, so I do the same thing. This one should just be on the safe side to make sure that everything has already, covered the screen. This one too. All right, so I'm good with that. So let's start with the text. So the first text is 6 and 2, right? 6 and 2s, right? So now remember I gave a guideline. So what do I do in this case? I go back to my guideline and I say, oh, where is my guide now? I'll go back to my guide. I'll say, okay, my size 6 is 70, my tool is 40, right? So if that be the case, let me go back and do the needful with that information. So I'll go back on this class. I'll go back on the canvas for my video, and then I proceed. I click on text. I want to add text. I take it to the front I start. I say, okay, I don't want my six to just come in immediately. I just want it like to play like at least 1 second. Right, 1 second, I just bring in my this thing. This is just me trying to play around with it, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that. That's why I said for that particular one, you follow the beat. But for this one, it was clearly stated, right? This one's just here. So I'll add six. I'll come here, add text. I'll add six. Now I did well to say, okay, the font size is 70. So what do I do? I come to styles, right? I go to text. Under styles, I go to text. Sorry, hold on. Not template, sorry. So under styles, right? I go to text, yes. So see the text here. If you check, it's reading. As I increasing the size here, right? It's reading. So this is 70, right? This is 69, this is 70, right? 70 is here. So what do? I carry it and take it up, like up, right? But I don't take it down to the screen. I don't put it like this. I just bring it here. And check, there's always the border. This green line that's always showing. It shows you, okay, this particular text is at the center of your screen, right? I take it up. So as I've taken it up now, it's there, right? What's my next tool? So my next tool is, so I can decide to duplicate this. If I duplicate, it comes immediately at the, you know, at the next layer. Now, mind you, I want this thing to stay at the end of my clip. So I'll move it till that whole bit come up this place. Because from here, nothing stays here again. So I'll drag it to that part, right? Now, remember, I have six here. I have six here. But this six is the first six. This is what the second one. And this is the one I'm supposed to write twos with, right? So I'll now put my twos. I'll put my twos. Now my twos is 40, size 40. So what do? I go to styles, resize this to 40, and drag it down, right? Anywhere I want. So I can decide to make it bold, right? Obviously, I made all other ones bold. You can come to this six and also make it bold too. Make it bold too, right? Just for that ecstasy. And when I make it bold, I already have um, my video cooking. So because I want that particular tools to be a little bit up, I'll just take it a little bit up, right? And so I keep it there. So that is basically what I want, and I proceed. So the next one I'm going to put now is what the you can learn. So same thing I do here. I duplicate this one. It comes below, and this particular tool now I drag it to this point, right? Then I come back to this one. Like I decide to also drag this one just to make it easy for me. So choose you can. So you now comes here, right? This is the you I'm going to add. So I come back here and I click on this. I double tap on this thing. It just takes me to the U, and I edit this one and I put U, right? And now I drag it to my left, and I check the the font size I was supposed to use for this is 25. So I go to styles. On under this size, I drag it down to 25 and I take it to my left, right? And that's you can. I can also shift a little bit. And then now it's now can learn, right? So when we come to can learn, what do we do at can learn now? Can learn has Kalen has a black font with a yellow border, right? So what do I do here? Same thing, I come here, I duplicate and I strike and I change it to can learn, right? And I go to styles again, I go to background, right? And I go to background, I click on background and I do yellow. Now because my font is because I already have a font, I can choose it to put this one, but because I already have a font, okay, no, sorry, I'll go to font. Now the style of the text is already at the style of the text is already at this particular feature, right? So what I do is that I go to text again to change the font of the text itself, and I change it to black. Then go back to background and change the background from black to yellow while I get it right. If you check carefully, I did not bother telling you the name of the fonts you use because I know that you are going to use different fonts. I just put the size there, and the size for this can learn is 20. So I go back to text and resize it to 20, right? 20. And I come back to background. Under that background, I reduce my corner radius to make it sharp, right? And I drag that can learn to this place, right? To this place. So now it looks like this. So what I do for it to become for it to be inside majorly, I'll just resize it and take it inside. If you check, the resize did not change. What I resized, right, did not change the font size. See, if I increase it, it doesn't change this font size. It's 20 here, right? It's still 20 here. Look at it, it's still 20 here. If I increase it, it increases. If I decrease it, it decreases. But when I want to align it, it doesn't change, right? It's still font 20, it doesn't change. So that it can enter and it can be in frame with what I want. And this should be 0 degrees. Zero degrees sharp. So can learn, right? And the next one is video editing, font 25, video editing. And it has what? A background as well. So let's do video editing. I go back to my guys here. I duplicate this one too. When I duplicate it, I come and change it to video, sorry, capital letter, video editing. Now the difference is that I'm going to bring this one down. I'm going to go to styles. I'm going to change the background to black, and I'm going to go back to text and change the font to yellow so that I will have that, that feel, right? Then now, because I want to make it bold, so I'll go to bold and make it bold, already bold, right? I'll make it bold. Then remember the font size is what again? The font size is 25. So I come back to styles, come back under text now, 25. I increase it 25. Now I go back to background. Now the background and the corner radius is set. So what I will now do here is I will have to extend this width to fill up that If I increase it, you see that the black background is leaving, it's coming to the video editing. Why this one is already, covering it so much. So that's basically what I'll do. And I just make it big. I increase the width so that to cover that this thing. Then I bring it down a little bit. Video editing. I just bring it down a little bit. Then the width is 25, and the width has just the text, right? The width doesn't have any serere. It's just there. Width, put letter width, and it's big. So as it's big like that, I would have to just duplicate it again. When I duplicate it, I just edit it again and I write my width. Right? I write my width. And I come to styles. When I come to styles, I go to bold italics. And when I go to bold italics, it's already checked. I go to fonts, sorry, text again. I change my text to white background, right? Now, because this width doesn't have background, so what I'll just do, I go to background and unclick it, and that's it. So that width now, what's the size? I think about 25, right? The size about 25, if I'm not mistaken. 25, yes, 25. So I go back to my text and take it to 25. It's already 25. Right then, remember it's 25, so I can even bring it up, bring it down. It's still 25, right? And now bring it down. So what do I do here now? I'm done with the text, right? I'm done with the text. But now the truth is now that the text, all of them, if I play it, you see that the texts are coming in at the same time, right? If I play this, you see that the text is coming in at the same time. Coming at the same time, right? But I don't want it to come at the same time. So what do? I will start from here. Number 6 comes in first. So number 6 is coming in. I'll just give like 2 seconds gap or 1 second gap for the number 2 to come. So I come here, I cut every other tool out. Oh, sorry. So I delete this one, delete this one, delete this one. So I have my words. I have my 6. So 2 is coming in second. I give one more gap, right? 1 second gap, and I put my 2s. So if 2s is coming here, 2s is coming after, 6 is coming after 1 second, 2s is coming here. So I'll cut this one out on seconds 4 or 4 seconds rather. I'll introduce these ones, right? I'll introduce you can. So I delete all these ones. These ones are not necessary. So I'll drag this one to number 5 seconds. So on 5 seconds, this is where can should come in. I'll take all these ones off. I can drag, remember I can drag like this, right? I can still carry these ones like this and move this way. Do you get? Okay. I'll move this way. Do you get? I can also, sorry, 1 minute guys. 1 minute please. Okay, sorry guys. I had um I had a kind of bit of challenge. I was asked to repack. So let me just give me a moment, please. Let me continue my screen. Please, if you can hear me, just tell me I can hear you. Please, if you can hear me, just tell me that you can hear me, please.
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, oh. Sorry guys, I'm having some hitches. Okay, I'm so sorry. Honestly, I am so sorry. As I said earlier, I have been on the road ever since this call. Where I parked, they said I should repark. I'm so sorry for that. Where I parked, they said I should repark. When I checked the time, from where I was to my house, I would miss the class, so I had to park somewhere so that I can take the class. So that when I'm done with the class, I'll just drive down home. So please, people are not too vexed for me. Let's continue ASAP. Sorry for that. That's break in transmission. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me while I continue. I hope you can hear me. Please confirm if you can hear me on the chat section. Please confirm if you can hear me. Please confirm if you can hear me in the chat section, please. Okay, sharp. I'm just seeing one person. Thank you very much. Yes, perfect. So let's continue. So this is us doing so we started with 6. Remember we are number 6. So this is 6 2 you can learn, right? After can learn, on number 6 is on the 6 seconds is video editing. Then we'll now do for 7 seconds at width. So I'll cut this width out and bring it out. So when we play, yes, okay, you guys cannot hear me. Can you guys hear this? Please let me be sure. Can we hear what I'm playing? Can we hear the sound of the video too? Okay, so obviously the video will lag so let's go back to the audio of the video. Audio of the video is still intact. Let's play it again. The video is lagging. So now I've gotten these templates. What I now need to do is to do the animation, right? And I said, okay, for the animation, I'll go back to my text. When I go back to my text, I'll click on I'll go and check my guide. What guide did they say that I should use for the animation? Right? Because I have the pro version. That is why I said you can use any version you want, any effect that gives you, provided that you give me the beats basically. Because one thing we learned the other day was sound and how to do it very well. So font 6 is zoom out. So I'll click on font 6. Now there's animation here. You can see the animation feature here just below the pointer. I'll click on it and I'll look for zoom out. They are always written, right? I'll look for zoom out, look for zoom out, look for zoom out. There is zoom in, right? So if I cannot see zoom out here, which I doubt I will not see. I will see. So see zoom out. Zoom out doesn't have a gem on it. All these ones that have gem are basically extra AI tools that you can use, right? Because I'm on pro version, I can use them freely. Nothing they happen, right? But these ones they are not having anything on it. Basically, they are free most times. So I click on zoom out, click on it. So it gives me that feel. Are you seeing it? So if I play this, right, if you give me that feel, now I can also decide how long it stays. Now this is the duration. This is the duration. I want it to be 1 second, micro 0.5. Second, I'm freaking it out. Second, I'm freaking it out. I still have like I can just do 1 second basically, or 0.5 seconds. But let me just do 1 second. So this is the speed at which the animation happens. This rather here, right? Second, so do 1 second. So once I do 1 second like this, second, I'm freaking it out. So my tools now is wipe down. So I click on tools. Oh shit, sorry about that. Okay, so my tools is wipe down. So what I'll just do, I'll just go and check for that wipe down. Right? I'll just go and check for that wipe down and click on its animation. Look for wipe down. I'll look for wipe down, wipe down, wipe down, wipe down. So where is wipe down? I'll look for it. It's always there. I hope I've not passed it. So there's wipe up, wipe left. So there should be wipe down somewhere. Okay, see wipe down here on the left, on the right side. I click on wipe down. So that wipe down, I'll just make it like 1 second too. That one has gone. I'll go to U. Now my U is in right. I click on it, look for is in right. Is in right, is in right, is in right, is in right. I look for is in right. See is in right here. I click on is in right, right? Then my can learn. I go to my can. Okay, I've not done the seconds for this one, sorry. So I'll just do 1 point. 1 second. Then can learn is wipe up. I'll look for wipe up again. I think the wipe up is down. Yeah. Click and make it 1 second. So wipe up. So the video editing is spring. I'll click on spring, click on animation, look for spring. Spring. So there is spin in. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for spring. Spring, 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 spring. Just never pass spring. Okay. Spring, springs. Okay, see spring here. I'll click on spring. And I do this 1 second. So the width is flip up. I'll click on flip. I'll click on this thing and I'll see pop up is if for flip up. I'll look for flip up. With a flip up, flip up, flip up, flip up, flip up, flip up, flip up. Where are you? Okay, see flip up here. And I make flip up. 1 second. So when I play my video, I should have something like this. Second, I'm freaking it out. I was trying to touch it, I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. Second, I'm freaking it out. I was trying to touch it. What is the Google Riche, right? But remember, I did not change any fonts here. I just use the same fonts. When I mean same fonts, I mean if I click on this now, if I click on this, I click on style, right? And I click on the styles here. I click on text. You can see that my, let me go to this one. Oh, fonts. Let me go to fonts. If you check, I did not change the fonts. Everything is on systems. Every of my fonts is on system. So it's now here that you can just put this one as elegant. Click this one, go to style. Use you can use Jovia here. So when it plays, then this one, click on styles, check it, change it to let's say Calslon. This one, so it comes in like this. Just to give spice to the video. I'll come here, change this one to gallery. Let me say gallery. So gallery. So because this one, if you check, if you notice, this one never finished the play. This video, this is coming up, so I don't want that. It's too, it rush too much. I just move it to the front a little bit so that as this one is coming up, this one is already mentioning. So I'll just come to styles again, change the font and use let's say Yapari, right? So when I do Yapari, and I come to it, I go to this, I change it to, I don't want to just play around with these ones. Oh no, Dida. No. That's why it's too serious, I beg. Wahala. Something simple and nice, Joe. Whoa. Yeah, so this is it. Once I'm done with this one, I come here and remove this my guy here that I use as sample. I'll now come back and click on it. Right? I'll come back and click on it and I have this. Second, I'm freaking it out. I was trying to touch it, I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. Because it's lagging, right? So you might not necessarily hear it clearly. I don't know, network is always malfunctioning most times. So you click on it. Second, I'm freaking it out. I was trying to touch it, I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. I hit on my export button. Exports ASAP. And I have my video dropped on the, I rename this is to assignments. I come here and I drop it on our group chat. So does anybody have any further question on what I did and how I did it? So you see, second, I'm freaking it out. I was trying to touch it, I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her. And that's it. I'm done. I'm done, guys. So does anybody have any particular question they want to ask regarding this? Does everybody have any question regarding this that they want to ask? Please ask your questions now. Please ask your question now. Anything you don't
My
understand
hand is
here.
up.
Oh my dear. Oh yeah, Ogo. Ogo, we can hear you, Ogo.
Okay, sir. The question I asked previously. So there is no particular order to place the words.
Particular order to place the words how, like whether to start from number six or to start with width or to start with video
N-
edit or to start with
no, no,
two.
no, no, no. In lines, in the rows. Because I was, like I said earlier, I had problem with placing them, the space between the first row and the second.
Okay, the space. What you mean is, let me hold on. Let me share my screen again so that maybe I understand what you're saying better. Okay, what you mean is what you mean is the space between here and here is what you're talking about. The space between here and here is what you're talking about, Ogo.
Yeah, the space between six and twos.
And
Then
choose
you can learn the
you.
spaces.
Okay, that's this one's Abby.
Yeah,
Okay,
six.
the
The space
reason,
between six and twos.
yes, the space in between two C's and twos, right? So
Yes, sir.
um the if you check, I try to use measurements. Measurements help me to guide me through particular feel I want to give to the video. If you check, I use a second difference to introduce the next um letter or the next text. Did you notice that?
Yes, I noticed that. I noticed what I'm saying. I don't know how to put this. What I'm saying is this space between the rows of the letter, the row.
You mean this? You mean, are you talking about this space here? This space here, like this
No,
space here?
after six, you come in with the tools. You placed it by yourself. Like, is there a guideline to placing that tools?
Okay, okay. Basically, if you click on it, we have a sample video now. So it was from the sample video that we used. Where is that sample video again? No? Hold on, no. I gave a sample video now. So it was from the sample video. So this sample video, if you check in this sample video, the sample video has the six coming first, the two coming second, right? Now it also shows that the distance between these two and this six, right? If I had placed this six now, you mean whether I could have placed this way or here or here? Is it what you mean?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. So the thing is, you couldn't have placed the twos here. The reason is because the word or the sentence I wanted to make was the sense I wanted to make was six tools you can learn video editing with. That's a sentence. You get, that's a sentence, and it makes sense that somebody's reading it. Imagine somebody just met this thing this way, right? The person understand that okay, what this person was trying to say is six tools you can learn video editing with. If I had placed this thing, this guy here, then carry this guy now, come and put somewhere here, then carry this my guy now and put here, and carry this guy now and put here, and at the end of the day, where is that width come, width to stay here. At the end of the day, see what it will read like. Sis can learn video editing you with tools. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the sentence will not be like, it will not make sense at all. So that's why the guide was there, so that you can follow through. And at the end of the day, you have 6 tools you can learn video editing with. So I would have
Okay,
just
sir.
placed them entirely like this. Maybe the video starting. I saw somebody do that though. Do this. Immediately the video started, the person used animation to just project everything inside. That is good, right? But if you check the progression of the video, if I had just put that one straight, people wait for about 5 seconds before this animation and this movement to start, and this will not make the video look as though it's boring. Before you just wait for that, people no get patience. This people watch your videos based on the attention you can grab from them, right? So because attention is the currency that we're trying to grab, you need to make sure that you keep your videos tight, so that it will be easy for you to just pick the stuff and move, right? So somebody who's watch your video would really be patient when the person is reading this thing, and you are giving the said person suspense at 6. The person wants to know what is the next thing. Tools. The person be like, okay, you get. After you now see can learn, okay, the person wait. Video editing, will let person now wait. By the time you are done in 2 seconds, these guys have started coming in. They will now start waiting. So as this one is coming, you'll be seeing, okay, workspace, laptop, phone, accessories. Check it now. So you've been able to capture the person's attention to keep it to that part, right? Where you can place this thing. So that's basically it. If I had left this in this way, they will not understand it. No matter how fine the video is, you will be seeing the person say, oh, what does this person want to say? 6 tools can you can learn video editing with, right? It will give that person a kind of sentence to read, but at the end of the day it will be scattered. So anybody who just jumps up on this video will see this thing this way, but in the animation process it is actually interesting to watch, right? Seeing the it, right? So another thing that we also need to make sure that we don't to convince our viewers, right? In as much as we want to play around with these things, we want to have fun with them. If you check, there are people who try to make sense in most of their videos, right? And let me give you an instance of what I mean. No matter how you distort your information, right? Let me give you instance of what I mean here. So these tools now and right? I'll bring these tools here. These tools is what the name of this fonts I use here. Font is Jovial. Okay. Now I'm going to change this U to Jovial, and I'll show you what I mean. Jovial. If I change this U to Jovial, I'm going to change the font size. The font size for this is sorry. The font size for tools is about 40, right? Yes, 40. So 40, I'm going to change you to size 42. Watch what I'm doing so that you understand it better. This is 40. And now instead of me to have tools that way, instead of me have you that way, I will have you this way. Right? And what did I do? I just carry these things and put like this. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? So I've been able to also write you tools. So if you want to be creative, you have to think outside of the box, right? If I have letters or words that are like the same, let's say in this one now, I want to use these tools now for this one now, right? What I can do is, let me take it back so that we'll see how everything went. Okay, so now this is what I mean. 6 tools, right? You can. So what I do is I'll change this one to Joval. First of all, font, Joval, style, 40, so that it will be the same profession. And now take this one, edit it to you, go back, carry tools, bring tools back, right? Carry this one, put this one here, right? So it means that it will still follow the whole. So you see, I still have that. Can now, I'll just this can now, I'll just reduce this here and bring it down here, just to give it that whole feel, right? Can. This now, just bring it down small. So this width, I'll bring this width a little bit down. And now if you check now, this my U is touching my 6. I don't want that, so I'll go back to styles and just, if I don't want to go back to, I can just reduce it like this and move it to this place. Move this one up a little bit, and I have my U. Check it out. So I have something like this. So that's basically it. It's just for you to be creative with the whole thing, right? Just to be creative with the whole thing. I can decide to do it that way. I can decide to do this way. So anyhow you want to do it, right? It depends on how you want to achieve your distance. So even play around with it more. I can decide to make everything one side. Just put this one this way, right? I can even decide to put this one. Let me show us something very interesting. I can just make this one background. Make it background, go back to font, sorry, go back to styles, go back to text, make the text yellow, right? And I just move it a little bit, and it's now look as if both of them are together, right? So I'll just come. So it gives me something like this, right? To also make it interesting further, I can change this can learn. If I bring this can learn down, just change the style to text is yellow, background is black, and I increase this a little bit so I to cover my screen, right? So I'll have something like this. I just have 3 colors, black, yellow, and white. Just 3 colors, black, yellow, and white, right? And it gives me this, and I'm done. So it's very, very interesting to build or edit things your taste and play around with these tools. They are very, very nice to use. So Kenechuku, you have a question. Vivian, you have a question. So Kenechuku, let's start from you. What's your question, Kenechuku? I hope you understand. Ogo, please confirm in the chat box. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm clear.
All right, perfect. If you are ready to ask a question, you can. If not, Vivian, you can proceed with your question. Ken, are you there? Okay, Vivian, please proceed.
Okay, sir. Sir, please don't be angry because I'm about taking you back a bit.
Hello, Allah.
Okay, my question is, if you want to use this sound, but with another background or effects, I don't know if you understand what I'm asking. If you still want to make use of this sound, but not with the exact thing we have on our screen right now, what are you to do about it? Then, secondly, looking into my notebook, I saw where I wrote keyframe, but I noticed that I didn't jot anything under it during our last class.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. So I'll I'll show you that in a bit. So I want to use this sound, but I don't want to use all these things inside, right? And this is what I will do. Let me duplicate this just for duplicate's sake, in case I want to go back to my particular this thing. Is she here? Is she here? She's a flavor. Okay, guys. Vivian, 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll be with you. Okay. Sorry about that. I would proceed the way. Sorry. So this is my unique product. So I'll copy it, and when I copy it, this is what I would have. Right. So you said if I want to use this particular sound but different stuff, of course I can use it. What I would just have to do is I would pick out this particular video, right? I'll take it out. Maybe I'll introduce the one I want to use. I can introduce this, right? So I can introduce this one, and then the sound I'll just extract it or remove it depending. I'll take it out. So I'll take this one out because I don't need it. So wait, before I do that, right? Before I do that, I'll check the number of seconds this particular video is. The reason is because I want to be sure. This is 7.4 seconds, right? If you look at it, it's 7.4 seconds. So when I'm introducing to my video, when I'm done putting the new one, right, and all, I'll make sure that I trim it to 7.4. Okay, but this is 7.2, so it's not 7.4. What do I need to do? I will just have to make this one, just put this one a little bit slower, just make it 0.9. When I make it 0.9, it's giving me, if I do 0.9, it's giving me 8 seconds already. When I do this, it's giving me 8 seconds already. So what I do is I'll just push this to 7.4 seconds to give me the exact stuff, to give me the exact amount or the exact distance that is, right? So it helps me to understanding what I need to do. Put it here, put it here, put it here. Put it here, put it here, don't worry, put it here. So sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to clear something. So when you do that, right, you still have your stuff, right? You still have your stuff. But now if you check, you will see that the texts have gone. Sadly, the texts have gone. So it means that we have to go back, understand why the text left, right? The text left because yes, the text left because the sorry. The text left because it came with that particular video, right? It came with that particular video. So to make it, okay, so when you let me share my screen again so that you can see them. Okay, so when I click on that particular video, right? When I click on that particular video, you can see that if I delete this particular clip, the text goes with it. So automatically it means that the text is linked with the video, right? Just for me to trace it back, I now found out that it's linked with the video. So what do I do in this case now? What do I do in this matter? But we have to park now. We have to enter inside the street first. Okay, so when we do this thing, right? When we encounter this particular phase, what we need to do is you just click on this one and make it an overlay, right? You make it an overlay. When you make it an overlay, you can now delete this guy. If you delete this guy, it's still showing the same thing. So what do? You go back click on this particular video. I'm just saying because you have already added this text to it, right? You have already added this text to it. So I'll click on this particular video. I'll now go to the opacity, right? I'll go to the opacity. What do I do with the opacity? I will reduce it. I'll reduce it. So I'll reduce it. So when I reduce it, you see that it's no more showing, but it's the background, right? Because it's linked with that particular text. So I don't know. Now at this point, there is a black screen here. So I'll zoom in. I'll zoom in. Come here. Click on this one. Remove it. Go to the text. The text is still showing after that. Now that small space here, small space here for this one, right? There's a black space there, and that black space is for that overlay. It's for that overlay. So when you go back, you see that it's for that overlay. Let's go back and look at it again. So you see, it's for that overlay that is here.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't see that one. I didn't. Didn't at all.
So when we get to that particular place, right?
You know, my memory,
When we get to that place, we'll just click on this particular video and strike it out. Then go to the text and make sure that everything is aligned. So everything basically is aligned now, right? But if in case you want to use a different video but the same text, right, and the same sound, what you can do actually, this is just one method, right? Duplicate and have your file saved, right? Duplicate and have your file saved. What you can actually do again, just for posterity's sake, is to go back, start up the mini project again. That's if you want to start from the beginning, right? Go and click on your files that you've already added. You click on this. Well, let me use this one, right? And I click on it. So what I do is I come here, extract the sound. When I extract the sound, I will then import that video I want to use. So I go back to video, I go back to recent, I go to recent, I add this one, right? When I add this one, there's a car in front too. Sorry about that. So when I add this one, what I normally do when I add this one is give me some.
yeah, thank God.
So that was a checkpoint. So when I add this particular one, I will not reduce the volume or extract the sound.
Yeah, it's a big and second answer.
So when you sorry about that, this is like one of the craziest things I've done, driving while teaching. Okay, oh, so you click on this particular stuff, right? And you extract this sound. This one now, you extract the sound here. Here's the extra sound, but you extract it, you click and you delete. Then you remove this one. Then you have your video, your new video and its sound. Right? You have your new video and your sound. So please, I need to leave now. Sorry, I am on the road. I need to concentrate. So please, guys, please, let's continue this class by Monday. Please, I need to concentrate and drive. I hope you heard me. Please, is getting serious, so I need to leave. Sorry for the break.
Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello? What?